Good evening, Ahmedabad. Namaskar. Welcome to this lively session on public speaking and building confidence. Good to see a lot of youngsters here. I have the privilege and the honor of introducing Mr. Kushal Lalwani. And before I do that, let me welcome him to this wonderful session. So Mr. Kushal Lalwani is born and brought up in Jodhpur in Rajasthan. He is an engineering graduate in electronics and communication, which he did from Karnataka. And immediately after that, he did a job for a brief stint of 3 months and took up the opportunity of growing industry in IT, and he joined the IT industry in Ahmedabad as the director of Telexcel Information Systems Limited. He had an alliance with some of the major global brands of data communication industry and successful built business with major corporate houses in India. He credits successful corporate experience of 15 years in this industry to his flair of learning and adapting to technologies. He believes communication skills and especially public speaking has made his corporate journey easier. So he is also a Toastmaster since 2012, correct me if I am wrong, sir, and has held different positions in very good positions in the Toastmasters Club. He had also the honor of starting a club in Ahmedabad, which is the Heritage City Toastmasters Club. He has mentored a lot of Toastmasters Club, the Adani Corporate Club and the Gandhinagar Toastmaster Club. He is currently the area director for Area A1 for Toastmasters, and he is also mentoring the Gavels Club, which is a club for young kids who wants to get into public speaking. And he is a firm believer that of the Warren Buffett quote, the famous Warren Buffett quote, that the biggest investment that one makes is the investment that he or she does for himself or herself. He is one of the best humor speakers that I have the honor of and the privilege of listening to in my life, and I hope you all enjoy the session. For the next 1 hour, it's over to Mr. Kushal Lalwani.
First of all, thank you so very much for coming here, and I would like to thank Prasoon for introducing me so good. It's always a pleasure to listen about yourself, is it not? Even if though the introduction is given by your own self. It's always that cherishing feeling when you hear your name, your introduction with someone else's superb words. First of all, how many of us here came here just to find out, is confidence a learnable skill? Bit skeptical about the fact. Is confidence a learnable skill? And how many of us here came just because we were super excited to know that how can public speaking really boost confidence and take us to the next heights? Thank you so very much. In fact, I am super excited to give a presentation in front of you. When I got to know last month that I'll be meeting with such brilliant minds, such energetic, exuberant youth, I was dying to be a part of this show. Dying. In fact, today morning I dyed my hair to get ready for this. I love new crowds always because that gives you that nervousness, that goosebumps, who can grow you as a person, not just public speaker, but as a person. Any public speaking platforms gives you that tinge, that nervousness, that butterflies in your stomach, and that is some adrenaline rush. That is one thing which makes us grow from where we are to where we want to be. Why public speaking? First of all, I would like to ask, what do you always carry with you? Your degrees, your mark sheets, branded clothes, luxury watches, premium cars, or your confidence, your attitude, your personality. Confidence, right? This is one thing which cannot be taken away from you. This is one thing which you always carry it with you. And that is why I always say the why of any thing you do is most important, not just public speaking. Anybody has read Simon Sinek book? Start with Why. Simon Sinek says that if your why is strong, your what and when and how and with whom and whenever, whatever, will all fall in place. I go a step ahead and say that there will be opportunities, there will be circumstances in your life when you will think, what am I doing? Am I going the right way? I'm too hesitant to do this. Let's take today's example. I am here sitting in front of 50 people. Might be little hesitant. What would he think? What will he judge me? Should I do this or not? But if the why is strong, you can overcome things. I might right now think, यार वो मुझे घूर क्यों रहा है? अरे वो जा क्यों रहा है? ये सो क्यों रहे हैं? But what makes me stick on this floor is that why. 10 years back when I was introduced to public speaking, I was shy. I was into sales, but I wasn't able to achieve what I was supposed to achieve in my career. And that time, after being introduced to public speaking, I got to learn this, that hesitation can be overcome. We can do things beyond our capacity if there is nothing which pulls us back. There might be reluctance, there might be embarrassment, there might be many thoughts coming in your way, but one thing that 10 years back someone has changed my life. Now is the time. If 1% of this audience can change their mindset, take up public speaking, work on their confidence, and change their life for good, I will be satisfied like never before. I'm into business, so probably this hour of the day, what I would be doing? I would rather have been trying to crack some deals, get some profit for my company, earn some bucks, buy some materialistic things out of that, and then what? Feel satisfied. Trust me on this, the satisfaction which comes from empowering someone is much beyond that. And that is why I believe my why is to get few people, at least 0.1% of this audience, 10% of their perception to grow in their life, and I will be much compelled, much fulfilled person. And that is what keeps me stick here. What is public speaking? How is public speaking done? But before that, very impelling question, why did we do this? And for whom public speaking is. And let's make it public speaking by saying, any one of you think their public speaking is only for the people who are into sales or teachers, or you can name few professions or anything which you feel public speaking is not for. Anyone in the crowd? Do you think students don't need public speaking? No, yes? IT engineers don't need public speaking. Amazing, we'll come back to this. Any more? Who doesn't need public speaking? I'll give you examples. scientists, IT engineers do not need public speaking because they don't do front-ending, is it? Sabji wala needs is the most. Negotiation is one thing they do day in and day out. Scientists and public, how many of us here know Wright brothers were not the first people who flew the airplane? 1, 2, 3. One of the Ayushmann Khurrana's movie says that it was an Indian who flew the plane first. And there are some more stories across the globe who says the plane was first flown by someone else and not the Wright brothers. Now tell me, did he promoted himself well? Did he do communication well? Or was it something else? Influence. But end of the day, you need to speak for yourself and then only your product will speak for yourself, right? That's the whole thing. Students, of course, they need to communicate well because they are going to be the future of the country. Teachers, of course, have to influence people, have to not just influence students, but also parents these days. Scientists, as we talked, housewives. How many of us here think housewives don't need to go for public speaking? One anti-feminist, okay. A housewife is an influencer when she teaches the kids, right? She is a negotiator when she go out there shop. She is a dominator when she deals with the husband. Now, dominator is a wrong English, but you know what I mean. So, end of the day, housewives, scientists, as you said, Sabjiwal, everyone needs communication. It is not for a group of people who go out there, do the front ending, do the sales. It is for everyone. And that is why probably we are so many in this room. What is public speaking? Any answers? Because we want to make the public do the speaking also today. Any random answer. What in word? Talking with different people.
Speaking in front of public.
Speaking in front of public is public speaking. Effective communication.
Able to deliver your idea to 50 people and make them understand.
Express your ideas in front of lot many people and make them understand.
Communicate with more than 2 people, as we are saying that public.
More than 2 people is public, okay. Anyone from this side? Any more definition of public speaking? Please. Pursuing them, right? Amazing.
Addressing a rally.
Addressing a rally. That's political, but true. Speaking to public is public speaking.
Yes.
As simple as that.
It could be 1 person, 2 people, 50 people, 100 people. So speaking to public in public is public speaking. So if you're speaking to 1 person, be it in a room, that's also public speaking.
Amazing. Very, very well said. Yes, sir, you were saying something? So in this talk for next 1 hour, we'll be talking about public speaking and communication skills both. Many of you might be thinking, I'll be talking about communication and I'll be talking about public speaking as well. What's the connect? Link, kadi kya hai dono ke beech mein? So I'll give you a simple analogy on this. Agar if you can swim in the ocean, swimming pool mein to aag hi laga denge, right? If we can talk in front of 50 people, will it not be easy for us to talk one-to-one with confidence, with vigor, with valor? Yes? Simple. If you can talk it to 50 people, it gives you a confidence which probably in one-to-one meeting with your sales team or your colleagues, among your friends, or a beautiful group like this, it would be very, very easy. And that is why we say, try public speaking in your life and that will change your life for sure. 10 years back when someone suggested me, I said like my life is changed. It has been transformed. If next 30 minutes you hear to me seriously and try to take that one decision of how can you uplift, enhance your life, probably if that is public speaking, I believe that would really be transforming for you as well. Now, the era of YouTube, we have been hearing the words like transformation. This word has changed my life. This pencil has brought me where? it has been used very, very casually. But give a serious thought, next 30 minutes, and if you can relate with me, probably that will change your life's perspective forever. How do we do that? First of all, what does public speaking comprise of? So there are many things which public speaking comprises of, and I have put it in randomly because there is no first most important part or second most important part. We talk about content. Of course, I need to know what I'm supposed to talk. And that's why people might say the content is most important. As in public speaking, we say content is the king. But then we go ahead and someone says context is God. So I need to be knowing my context. I need to know my audience, with whom I'm talking, about what I'm going to talk. Is it relevant to my audience or not? There are many things. Some things are highlighted. Grammar. How many of us here think grammar is one thing, English language or grammar is one thing which keeps them from going to public speaking? Quite a few, right? I'll give you an example how is grammar important. So I was addressing a crowd and I wanted to say behind every successful man there is a woman. What came out instead was between every man and his success there is a woman. If you think that's bad, I'll tell you my wife was also in the crowd. Grammar can be fatal, but that should never, never, ever stop you from taking up. Because end of the day, your language is just a medium to express yourself. Out here, I'm not supposed to strictly talk in English. मैं हिंदी में भी बात कर सकता हूँ, whatever makes me comfortable. तो अगर आप कहीं पे जाके कहीं पे अपने ideas express करना चाह रहे हैं, तो it can be any language. Language is just a medium. Always keep that in mind. Speech organization, of course, I need to know where do I start, where do I conclude, and how I get my messages to people whom I'm talking to. There are many more things. Of course, when you talk in front of people, body language does play a very important role. We always know that it is very easy to sit and talk, but if you can tell with gestures, probably it will get the idea through more conveniently, more easily. Pronunciation. Before public speaking, I had this problem. I didn't knew that I had a pronunciation problem. Pronunciation. Now I know. So whenever I used to say vibes, it came out as wives. So after going with friends for a 2-day trip, we used to tell them that it was an amazing party with all you guys. I love your vibes. I hope if I could take your vibes home. My wife knew what is happening and she was trying to shut me up. But I said, if you have feelings for your friends, why don't you express it? My daughter also knew what was happening and she was like, Papa, ये vibes क्या होता है? I'm like, vibes वो जो आपको chill दे देती है, मजा आता है. So like, अच्छा, you were saying के रौनक अंकल की vibes बहुत मस्त है. I was like, did I say that? हाँ, exactly. Ronak and all those friends are no more my friends. I miss them and their wives. Pronunciation is very simple thing. We take it very casually, especially in Gujarat. But all we need to know is just be cautious how we're saying the words. Public speaking is one such platform which helps us take this to next level. Not just our grammar, not just our vocabulary, also our pronunciation and lot many things which makes public speaking a holistic package to uplift ourselves, to enhance our personality. Spontaneity is one thing, if you develop, it will be a game changer for you in every field, not just relationships, also in business, among your friends, everywhere. Just imagine you have that 1 minute in a lift with your dream girl maybe, or a person you look up to, a person who can give you a job, a person who might fund your latest venture, or when your wife says हंस के किससे बात कर रहे, or when your teacher says क्या इससे खराब assignment हो सकता था. In all these circumstances, if you are able to, if you are ready with a perfect answer, it not just can be your life savior, it can take you heights unimaginable. And that is what spontaneity helps. And that is how also public speaking is one major thing I'm always a big fanatic fan of. We talked about purpose of the speech. Today we are out here just to let you know that how public speaking can change lives. Why is confidence of course important, but how we can develop confidence through public speaking. So the purpose is very clear. And the whole idea of public speaking is that we know what we are going to talk about. And similarly, that's what brings our point home. How can we do it public speaking? It is very simple answer. Anyone wants to give it a try? How? Just do it, Nike. By doing it, speaking. Anyone else? Practicing. So in public speaking, we say this: practice, practice, practice. This is all. If you forget whatever I said in this 1 hour, remember one thing: practice, practice, practice. And that is all about it. So always never lose an opportunity if you have a group of friends to talk in public. You can create your own community for this. There are nowadays communities to learn English, to learn French, to learn public speaking and learn what not. Never lose the opportunity to speak in public. Here we are talking about how can we use public speaking. Of course, someone said persuasion, we can do negotiation. Communication is definitely a major part of public speaking. Leadership skill. We'll do a small exercise. Please raise your right hand. Okay, please keep it down. Please raise your left hand now. Thank you. Answer one simple question. Why did you do what I said you to do? Because I am on this stage. And that is the power of stage. Why would you not like to have this power by incorporating public speaking in your skills also? Make sense? We talked about content, we talked about motivation. If you have a story in your life and you cannot pass it through, probably that story isn't doing justice to your life. The efforts which you have put, the pain which you have done, the millions of people who might have been inspired by your story are left if you are not able to talk well in public. Humor is one thing I love the most. I always feel that humor is one thing which can connect people like no one else can. Doctors in the room? Any doctors? Great, amazing. Because whenever I say laughter is the best medicine, a doctor would always stand up and say, we are doctor for God's sake. We've done MBBS and MD and whatnot, and you give all the credit to that laughter show of the Kapil Sharma show or anyone on the YouTube. Does it make justice to us? So I always say this, that let's talk about medicine. In that group of people, they love talking about medicine. So whenever you want to boast about laughter, you talk about medicine in a way that there are two types of medicines. One is allopathy and another is Ayurvedic, right? So Ayurvedic is a medicine which has no side effects. It takes time to work, but has no side effects. Ayurvedic is something like laughing with your friends. It goes on for long and you never know, time flies, and you can vent out your heart. When you vent out your heart, probably it's something which reduces stress, which might have piled up over to the level of depression, anxiety and whatnot. On the other hand, allopathy is something like laughing with your wife. It gives you instant result, but allopathy does have side effects. Instead of laughing with your wife, if you laugh on your wife, side effects can be fatal. When I was saying this in the last meeting, one of the friends told me that there is another kind of medicine which is called homeopathy. Homeopathy is like extramarital affair. You don't know where it is going, but sweet white pills are sweet for sure. See, 5 people laughing in this room gives you a connect like never before. And that is why I always say, try humor in your life. Even if you are at your workplace, situation might be tense, make it light by humor. It will connect like nothing else can. And that is the beauty, that is one of the many beauties I always talk about public speaking. In public speaking, why do you think I am on this stage? To impress 50 people or to express what I have to say? And that is the right way. Both, says Prasoon. And I have a reason also for that. You know, there is always a phase in everything you do. Let's not give religional example. Okay, sun rises in the east. When we were very small, let's call that phase 1. We always heard that sun rises in the east. Everyone heard, right? After a few years, we got to know that it's wrong. Believe me? Yes? There are scientists in the room. There are people who have known that sun neither rise nor sets. Sun is stable out there. Earth is moving in such a way that it seems to rise or set. But in phase 1, we have to tell kids that sun rises in the east. In phase 2, it's the other way around. Similarly, when we tell people to go for public speaking, we always say in phase 1, it's not about the public. It is about you. Enjoy the stage time. Have fun. Look in the eyes of the people and see, are you growing or not? And that is the phase 1 of public speaking, where it is not about the audience, it is about the speaker. In phase 2, when the person has spent some time doing public speaking, he's got that fluency, that vibes with the audience. That's the real vibes. Now I know. So when he's one with the stage, one with the audience, we say it's not about you anymore. It's about the audience. If you have something to say, speak to your audience to express, not to impress. Because now you want audience to know, in this case, public speaking is important. There might be students in the room for sure, because many happy unmarried faces I see. Are there any teachers in the room? Thankfully. So, oh, you are. Okay. Okay, I'll mince my words and say,
I'm a professor in electronics and communication.
okay, amazing.
That's why I say keep until you settle.
No, it's see, end of the day, I would still like to, take this liberty of saying that students do often hear 10th is the most important class.
No, I tell you, when you ask about the need for public speaking, my answer is Viva. We have so many dumb terminals in front of us during Viva. That time I seriously feel more than technical knowledge, more than any other knowledge, you need an art to speak.
Exactly. Viva is one special thing which I always say, that you as a student, or you are the person who is giving the interview, in case of interviews other than Viva, you can maneuver, you can shift the direction of the talks, right? And that is what we talked about, spontaneity here. I would still take the liberty of saying that 10th is important. Many of us here have heard it like what, 10 million times? Or some might have heard that 12th एक benchmark है, ये कर लो बस, उसके बाद life set है. After that, entrance. Do that, man. Get in the best college and your life will flourish like never before. उसके बाद college में भी. ये तो foundation है. I still take the liberty of saying that your degrees of 10th, 12th, your college, IITs, IIMs, and other side, if it's public speaking, that is one thing which will make much more impact. Any of your luxury possessions or your degrees and certificates, you cannot always carry it with you and say, 12th mein 99%. Or I got honors, gold medal in MBBS. You have to go out there, show off. That of course requires public speaking. But when you see someone in your friend circle, in your vicinity, among your relatives, a person walks in with a confidence and you say, ये लड़का करेगा कुछ life में. This girl is going to do something. And that is confidence. ये confidence, I don't always say कि it comes with some materialistic possession. जैसे Lamborghini हो अगर आपके पास में, तो एक attitude से घर पे भी ऐसे ही चलते हैं. Right? Because आप है, पैसा है पीछे. Or if you are gold medalist, MBBS, doctor, you have that attitude. But you need to show it off. With public speaking, it is crux, communication skills. You know, in front of 50 people, I can talk. I don't have to be hesitant. I don't have to, save my face from anyone. Probably that gives you the confidence like no other technique, no other materialistic possession, no other degrees can give. So, of course, 10th is important, 12th is important. You have to do a college, don't drop out. But after reaching a place, you will definitely need your communication skills, your public speaking skills, your confidence to break through and achieve what you want to achieve in your life. So always, after, as we said, in phase 2, always try to express once you are comfortable on the stage. Someone asked, can I have your name please? You asked practice, 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 and that is how you practice public speaking, right? Your names? Prashita. Prashita said, practice and you will learn public speaking. I'll ask you one question. How do you write a sentence? What do you need? The core ingredients of writing a sentence? Words. You need words, definitely. Alphabets. Grammatical correctness. We'll stick to words and alphabets as for now. When you want to write a sentence, do you create alphabets? Do you invent words? They are already there. And that is the role of a mentor. When you want to try public speaking, one way, go ahead, keep on doing practice, practice, practice. Like me, I did 10 years and now I say, okay, I'm good at it, let's try talking in front of people. Other ways, have a mentor, have a guru, have a coach who has been there, done that. And probably he'll save you lot much time which you would have otherwise wasted in learning the nitty-gritties of public speaking or any skill for that say. I always say that test your mentor, test your teacher. Students love this phrase, test your teacher, because that is one opportunity when they are given the chance to test their teacher. In your head, I meant. You cannot literally test your teachers, right? But give them a thorough test, choose your mentor wisely, and there are some checklists for choosing a mentor. What? They need to be there where you want to be. Of course, if you want to learn singing, you don't choose Usain Bolt for a mentor, right? They need to have gone through the similar challenges in your life which you have gone through. Probably then he or she will be able to tell you that this is what you do to overcome these challenges. And there are many more things, but do a thorough test for a mentor. Get your teacher tested and finalize a mentor for a particular time. If you do that, after doing that, give him enough time. Because you cannot daily say, yaar, he's not doing that good. In your interview, you did very good, teacher. Now you get off, I'll get some another one. Give some time. Show your faith for some time and give that opportunity of mentor to hold your hand and take you to the next level. There are many things about public speaking. but because of scarcity of time, we'll be rushing towards it. How many of us have heard this? Leaders are learners for life. Leaders are readers, leaders are learners. Many of us here might be thinking, okay, I'm a teacher already. I'm a scientist already. I'm a salesperson already. I don't need to learn public speaking. This is one thing from my personal experience. I say 10 years was way too long. I dedicated for public speaking, started clubs, mentored many people, and still I feel I need to learn more because, of course, it's an ongoing process. Nobody is perfect, but everybody should strive for perfection. And that's what make the biggest of the name, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, Ajit Jain, all these are from Berkshire Hathaway, but you call it like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, they're all learners, they're all readers for sure. And that after reaching a particular level, also there are levels unachieved yet. So always be a learner, and that will take you to heights still achievable. Another most important benefit of public speaking is your network. When you are able to talk to people, as we said with public speaking, you get that amazing confidence, you get that charisma, you go out there, meet people. For example, I'm meeting 50 people today. Is it not amazing? Is it not the benefit of public speaking? Network is net worth. Businessmen, entrepreneurs, people who are into networking all know this fact very well, that it is not the amount of money in your bank, but number of people you know will define what is your real worth. Agree on this? Public speaking or communication is one thing which will take your networking skills to next level. Many a time there will be in a party, a setup like this, you will be hesitant going out there meeting with someone, doing that conversation starter. You will be reluctant in asking out someone for a date or someone for the funding, or you might feel embarrassment. And the most common thing is, what will he or she think about me? क्या कहेंगे लोग, क्या बड़ा रोग, what was that? सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. So that is one thing which is keeping away from getting where we are to where we want to be. Public speaking is one thing which will help you enhance your networking skills as well. Never say anything. I'll tell you how it goes. I'm giving my 1 hour here, right? For me, it's just 1 hour. More than me, you all want me to succeed on this stage. Why? Because you are giving me 50 hours. That is much more than my 1 hour. And because you are investing in me, you want me to succeed more than how much I want to succeed in life. People won't say, they don't have time. They are thinking, what will others say about them? Simple. Please.
TED Talk and public speaking. What is the difference? Is the person who can give a TED Talk can give this one?
So many of our friends in Ahmedabad are TED Talk speakers. We have one of the TED Talk coach also in this room. It is as simple. You can try public speaking wherever. Just 2 people and you can still go out and do public speaking. TEDx is when you want to give your idea to the world. If there is a story you want everyone to know, if there is a misery you want to solve, or if there is an invention you want people to use it, that's a TED Talk. So I said TED Talks is one of the many platforms for public speaking.
Through that we can develop.
After developing, probably you go out there. You can go there and develop also, but that is way too big a platform to take chances. Use smaller platforms and then reach there. That will be easier. Please. That's my personal number. At 40, I don't shy of giving my numbers. Anyway, call me anytime. Please.
Sometimes we have a good idea, but we have the feeling hesitation to express. So how to overcome the hesitation, or sometimes we are thinking what people will think about it. My idea is good
So work in chunks. As we talked, that people will think that what is he going to think about me. There will be hesitation. मैं ये करूँ कि ना करूँ, embarrassing ना हो जाए यार, 50 लोगों में हंसी ना उड़ जाए, या तो will I sound intellectual? I hope that doesn't makes a fool out of me. ये सब होगा, कर लो. Whatever scares you, do that anyways. See, bungee jumping, skydiving, river rafting, इन सब से डर लगता है ना. But when you try this, you see this is an amazing feeling. Not just because वो आपने वो चीज़ की जिससे आप डर रहे थे, but you removed one block from your life. एक भार जो अपने ऊपर लेके चल रहे थे, when you remove that, life is amazing. Hesitation हो ना, पहले कर लो. Whatever scares you, do that first. Make sure it's legal, then do it. Please.
So you very well explain how to create humor. I want to know that how to create spontaneity apart from just doing it. Is there any
Practice. Talk among your friends. Keep on practicing. Try humor, not just humor, but all other things. When you read too much, you have too much in your mind. You can take out things at the right time, and that is probably what spontaneity is. It is not creating things, it is getting out things at the required right time. Thank you. Yes, please.
Nowadays, people are very sensitized. So even if we say a wrong fact or say something offensive, then people will just like give it instantly judge. So how do we make sure that our speech doesn't include anything problematic or
So what I try to do and what we do in our clubs is we do not talk about religion, politics and sex, and that is it. Religion and politics are anyways funny, so don't talk about it, right? Simple. If there is something you want to say, you are dying to say, but you say it might offend someone, take it on yourself. Self-deprecating humor is the easiest. Give your example and then say it. He will know it and he will not know it. Something like that. Please. Yeah, sure, please.
For me to communicate or express myself in English language is piece of cake for me. But at the same moment, when I try to do it Gujarati or Hindi, it's been too tough for me. So what is the result behind that?
You're not practicing good. So it's like, someone knows Hindi very well because we keep on talking in Hindi at our homes, but your problem is the other way around, right? Good problem to have. But what you can do is you can keep on trying, so whenever you want to talk next to your friends, talk in Gujarati, talk in Hindi, and probably that will take away your hesitation. That will give you fluency, that will break the barrier. I hope that gives the answer. Please. Yeah, please.
मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि जैसे आज आप 50 लोगों के सामने बोल रहे हो, लेकिन एक स्टेज पे जब आप बोल रहे हो, स्टेज पे आए हो और आपको ऐसा लगे कि स्टेज पे आप एकदम आप सब भूल गए, तो आप उस स्टेज पे उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा, मतलब क्या करोगे तब आप?
So this happens with lot many times with most of us, and it's simple. Keep on doing it. See, अगर आपके पास आधे घंटे का टॉक है, and if you have content of 4 hours in your mind, आधे घंटे का भूल भी गए तो audience will never not get to know कि मैं क्या बोलना चाह रहा था. I believe there are 10 plus things which I wanted to say. I'm saying something else today, and you didn't know, right? So as simple. Never think कि ये भूल गया, and don't cringe about that. अपना बोल दो दूसरा. Have enough content. That's it. Please, ma'am. हाँ, it happens. It used to happen. Many of true. So it boils down to hesitation. यार मैं आंखों में देखता हूँ ना, डर लगता है. I remember 10 years back when I was doing public speaking, one of my friends wrote a number on my shoe and said, during this speech, you don't have to look at this number. You need that kind of friends in your life. Look in the eyes. See, as I told, people want you to succeed more than how much you want to succeed. So always have this thing in my mind, in your mind, that they want me to succeed, and then it'll be very easy looking in the eyes. See, if the intention is right, everything else will go right. Something like that. I hope that answers. And practice, practice, practice. Keep on doing it.
Yeah, but many times people also strain their eyes off, so we are like just disconnected. So what do you think?
That should make you feel good that he is more nervous than you are. Try it that way. You were asking something, sorry, I missed.
Two things that happen when I'm asking. You told about don't hesitate, so I'm don't hesitate and asking the question. And the same question asked by them, how to become a spontaneous. Even you answered that the practice and practice, but what is the flow of the practice and how I can assure that this practice is making me a spontaneous.
So how do we practice at Toastmasters? Is we call it table topics, right? Among the group of 10 people, we give random thoughts, and you have to speak on that thought on the feet without thinking much. So that is how you practice. So to the extent that in my family we used to play Dum Sharads earlier. Daily we used to say 3 Hindi English. We do all this nonsense. These days we do this, table topics. We give a random thought to kids. My daughter is 12 years, so we give a random thought and she talks on that. Try to have a group. See, like-minded people is most essential for having a public speaking group. Try to have that kind of group and throw ideas on each other. Talk, debate, learn as much as possible from news, stories, books, and you'll have enough ideas to talk upon. So how do you practice spontaneity is a big thing, but practice, practice, practice. How do you practice? By taking up ideas, working on. Imagine if someone is asking, a news anchor is asking you a question to some MLA, you answer that question. Mute at that time. At least this power you have to mute the leaders by a remote control. Yes, please.
One thing, like when you are creating a humor or making a joke, sometimes it happens that you wait for the laughter and somebody doesn't laugh. तो joke का कचरा हो जाता है क्या? और जो nervousness आती है उससे कैसे overcome करना? And I have a second question, that what are good body language practices while giving a speech?
So imagination is one thing which plays wonders in your life. आप सोचो हंस रहे हैं लोग, come what may. आप सोचो, नहीं हंस रहे तभी आप सोच रहे हो ना, अदरवाइज तो हंस रहे हैं, you don't think. Secondly, it is very tough to give that pause. I gave a joke and I'm waiting for that thing to happen. हमको लग रहा है 1 घंटा हो गया, वो 2 सेकंड ही हुए होते हैं, and we immediately switch over to the next line. Give enough pause. Practice. Practice is the word of the day probably. But end of the day, what you need to do is have confidence on your joke, give enough time for people to laugh, and they will laugh. Because I always imagine this one thing, that everybody around the world wants you to succeed. I hope that answers.
I had another question. What are good body language practices while giving a speech?
So that's a huge, vast, that fact book by, I don't know the name of the author, but they are, of course, you do not clasp your hands like this, because that shows a closed thing with the audience. You should keep your hands open, probably that will, and this is one of the 10,000 tricks and types of how you can. The easiest way probably is eye contact. Eye contact connects you with the people. How do you keep your hands? How do you keep your legs? This is like long story. Probably we'll have to take a session on that. We're running short of time. Two last question can we have? Prasoon, is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Please.
Okay.
Next.
Let's say somebody is delivering a humorous speech online. Okay, now this point of time you're spotlighted and you're not seeing your audience.
So you have my numbers, can call me any point of time. I'd love, so end of the day, you know what, you don't get monetary things out of many things you do, but when someone comes and say, yeah, that day I listened to your speech, I shifted to public speaking. Now I am much more confident. My life has changed for good. Even if you can bring that 1% change in someone's life, that is the best reward you can ever have. Call me any point of time. I'd love to help you as much I can. With this, thank you so very much for coming and for giving me this opportunity, Prasoon sir.